Hello my friends, welcome to my review of the January Boxycharm and my unboxing-ish thing of the February Boxycharm, so you'll know what is going to be reviewed next month. Yes, I love doing my Boxycharms this way because not only do you get to see what comes in a Boxycharm, but you also get full reviews of the products from the previous month. That's my faves, so hopefully you love it too. If you do, definitely make sure you hit the subscribe button. If you do not know, Boxycharm is $21 a month. I do get Boxycharm sent to me for review, but this is not a sponsored video, and no matter what, it doesn't influence my review at all anyway. You're gonna hear exactly what I think of these products. Let's go ahead and jump into the January box. So in the January box, our theme was, and the charm award goes to. There are 5 items in this box. All of them are full size. The first one is the Pure Chateau Cheek Stain Blush Tint and Brush Duo. Now, my idiot self did not realize there was a brush in the back because apparently I don't know how to read. So I didn't use the brush at all. Even in the demo, I did not use a brush. But I will tell you, I did really like using this with the e.l.f. stippling brush. I also found that it worked well blending out with my fingers, but honestly, I prefer it with the e.l.f. stippling brush. And I wish that I could tell you how it worked with this brush, but I apparently am a fail when it comes to double-sided items. I didn't realize it was there. But I will tell you that the lasting power on this is phenomenal. It is so good. It lasted me all day long, and I did make the mistake of putting this over top of powder a couple of times using this, and it didn't seem to affect it at all that I used it on top of powder, which makes me really happy because sometimes I just forget and I put my powder on and then I put on cream products, and sometimes it just doesn't play well. This one did great. The other thing is it smells like cranberries, which makes me really happy. I can't smell it unless I really try, but when I do, it smells so good. So definite thumbs up on the Pure Cheek Stain in Cabernet. The next thing in here is the Oscar Blondie Dry Shampoo Spray. I really like this stuff. Let me show you how the spray goes just so you know what we're dealing with here. It is a very strong spray. It smells like lemons. It works very well. It doesn't leave, let me put it on my hand so you can see. See how there's no powdery white cast. It's just a clear liquid inside. In case you're worried about some of the dry shampoos that will leave white in your hair looking almost like powder, this does not do that. Really like this. I don't like it quite as much as my Batiste dry shampoo, but this is definitely a close second. I really like it a lot. Next up is a product that I was quite concerned about whether I would like it or not, and it is the Crown Brush Fan Brush. They call it the Deluxe Highlighter Fan. It's a very thin, and I tend to like this size of brush, but I like them to be a little bit thicker because I want it to be able to pick up product. But I ended up actually really liking it. I used it in conjunction today with the Vintage by Jessica Liebeskind. I'm gonna say Liebeskind. It has a rose quartz shade and a chocolate diamond shade, and I used the rose quartz shade today, and I used this brush, and it really puts on just the slightest amount of product for those really highly pigmented, very from space kinds of highlighters, and I love that I can do that with this. So definite thumbs up on the brush. I was very surprised, but for those less pigmented highlighters, the ones that aren't from space, like the Hourglass one, the one from Essence, things like that, the ones that are just a little more of a subtle glow, I would probably use a thicker one, but this was really nice for like Becca highlighters and things like that. Now with the highlighter palette, I do love the initial application, but I'll have to tell you, it does not last long on my skin at all. It'll only last me about 4 hours before it's completely gone, which I don't like. So this would definitely be something that you would have to reapply, at least in my opinion. But I do like the initial look of it a lot, and I really like both shades. I like that there's a mirror in here. This packaging I don't like because it does collect dirt and yuckiness and product, and it's really gross the way this is starting to look with the white and just the way that it is. It's I don't even know what kind of plastic this is, but it doesn't have a NARSy soft feel to it, but it definitely has a unique kind of plastic feel. But it is easy to wipe off. If you do want to clean it, you just need to take a wet cloth or something and wipe it off. It cleans up very easily. I just, you know, I don't want my product to look like that ever, you know? And then the last thing in here was the Ades New York Organic Infused Nail Treatment. And I wouldn't have known what this was, except for that I looked it up on the website. It does say on the bottom, Ultra Suede Matte Top Coat. I do wish that it said on the bottle, but I'm being nitpicky. Now, this was a very hit or miss product with me. Depending on what nail polish I used and how much I shook it before I used it, sometimes it would give a white film over top of my nails that was, I don't know what was happening with it. Where in the picture that you're looking at right now, I put it on actually on 3 nails. It's on my pinky finger, my ring finger, and my middle finger. But for some reason, over this polish, I guess maybe just, you know, what had collected on the brush, maybe from not shaking it enough, it only junked up 2 out of the 3 fingers. So I don't know what is happening with this product, but there's definitely something going on in here that makes it very inconsistent. And I think that it's the amount that you shake it. So make sure you shake this really, really good when you use it. If you can get it to work, it works great. But you are taking that risk of getting that white film over top of your polish, which is, of course, definitely a do-over on the nails if that happens to you. So use at your own risk. I wish that it performed better consistently, but you know, it is what it is. Just definitely not something I would recommend purchasing just because it's a lot of hassle. So is this worth $21? Absolutely. I do feel like on the card that the prices are inflated as far as what their value is. It says that this brush is worth $12.99. I wouldn't pay more than $6 for this brush. I do think it's worth $6 though. For the dry shampoo, you can find these a lot of times at TJ Maxx and places like that on sale. I would pay up to $9 for this. This is a $23 dry shampoo. I would never pay that. I'd rather go get the Batiste for a lot cheaper. The Pure Mineral Stick is a $26 stick. I would not pay that. I would pay maybe $12 for it max. But I might just be being cheap here. You know, Pure is a little bit more of an expensive brand. Lasting power is really good, but I'm just cheap, I guess. I don't know. It just, in my mind, I'm thinking $12 max for this. For the nail treatment, I would not buy this just because it's such an inconsistent formula as far as the application goes. And then the highlighter palette. The highlighter palette says it's worth $35. I would never pay $35 for this based on the wear time. I would pay $15 for it maximum, but definitely not $35. But overall, I mean, I really think this is definitely worth $21. I mean, in a box, on a shelf, $21, this is a definite yes. Well done, Boxycharm. Good job. So now let's talk about what I got in my February box. I have been trying these products already. At least some of them I've been trying. And I can tell you I'm very, very excited. So the first one that I have not tried yet, and I can't believe I haven't tried it yet, is the Omnia Eye Kit by Royal & Langnickel. I was fortunate enough to meet the folks over at Royal & Langnickel, and they were telling me about the Omnia brushes and how they're supposed to be similar to Japanese style brushes. And I haven't tried them yet. And I don't know what's wrong with me. So I definitely need to dip into that and try that. I'm really excited about that. We also got a Z palette with 2 Makeup Geek eyeshadows. So the Makeup Geek eyeshadows that I got, I don't know if other people got different ones, but I got Creme Brulee, and I also got Bitten. And these ones in here are foiled ones that I purchased on my own recently, and I put them inside the Z palette. So far, so good on these eyeshadows. I'm just going to give you a sneak peek. I really, really like them. And the foiled, if you have not tried the Makeup Geek foileds, I can't even. Z palette, I really like Z palettes. There's a lot of drama going on about Z Palette as a brand and a company. Boxycharm has spoken out about they do not support the recent drama with Z Palette. If you'd like to know more about it, I'll link my Makeup Minute down in the description below. It's a 1-minute video, and in about the first 30 seconds, I tell you what happened with Z Palette. So if you're curious about that, if you don't know, I will leave that down there. But, you know, I probably won't be purchasing any Z Palettes. I don't see any time in the future, but I will definitely be using this one. I'll tell you that, because I like the way that it works. I have not used this yet. This is the Reflecting Gloss in Fig by Juice Beauty, and it looks really, really pretty. I'm very excited to try that. And then finally, a full-size Dr. Brandt Microdermabrasion Age-Defying Exfoliator. One thing I've noticed recently is my skin seems to be starting to get on the dry side. I don't know if it's because it's winter here or what, but I definitely need to start doing a little bit more exfoliating of my skin. So I'm very excited to try this. And the retail price on this thing is insane. This is a $79 product, which is crazy in a $21 Boxycharm, along with all the rest of these other things. I mean, the Omnia brushes are $30 for those 2 brushes because they're like fancy schmancies. You know, I mean, just a really insane monetary value for these products, but I will definitely have to keep you posted on what I think of the other products that I haven't tried yet, and we'll let you know next month. So I want to thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, definitely make sure you hit the subscribe button and the thumbs up button to make me look super cool. If you want to see another video, there is another video down below me. I hope that you love that one as well, and mad love to you, and I'll see you in a video very, very soon.